Hey guys, this is Theo Joe Tech, and I thought you guys might be interested to hear my thoughts on the Xbox Elite controller, which I was able to try at E3. I was able to get my hands on it. They had them on a few different consoles, so you can play with them. Now, if you saw the Xbox press conference, you probably got the basics of it. There are 4 new paddles on the bottom of the controller that are remappable to existing buttons. Also on the back, we have hair trigger switches. Now, when it's on hair trigger mode, each trigger button is basically shortened in the amount of distance you have to press down to activate it. So instead of having to press it all the way down, it basically becomes more sensitive. So it's like halfway press activates the shooting or whatever. Also, another physical feature is the ability to swap out the D-pad with a more circular one instead of just the 4 arrows. So, it's easier to press those corner angled ones, not just up, down. And also, you can swap out joysticks. You can have ones that extend up. So I know a lot of people, they actually buy these modded or extenders for the joysticks to get more control, I guess. These are now an option that you can just replace the joystick natively right on the controller. Now, I did ask about mapping the buttons. Basically, it has to replace an existing button or be mapped as a secondary activation of that button. So you can't map one of the bumpers as a totally new button. It can only be basically copied for X or Y or whatever. And the explanation they gave for this, which is reasonable, is that they don't want people to have this Xbox controller to play a certain game. For example, you don't want a developer going in and requiring all the buttons plus all the bumpers, because if someone didn't have the Elite, then they wouldn't be able to do it. And these mapped buttons are savable in one of 2 profiles on the controller itself. There's a little switch, but each Xbox Live profile can hold up to 255, they said. So you can basically save as many different game profiles as you desire, and 2 that you can switch on the go. Now, when I went to use it, it was actually kind of strange. The right and left bumpers and the triggers felt different than the normal controller. So it's not something you're not going to get used to. They kind of felt nice when you press down on them, but it definitely was different. The bumpers, they are where your fingers rest, but of course, you're going to have to get used to using those as well. I found the bumpers kind of hard to use, actually. It's definitely something that takes getting used to. I think it really is going to depend on which action you map it to. For example, in Call of Duty, sprinting, I think, would be a good button to map that to, because that's something you probably want to do pretty often, but while you're sprinting, you might be shooting and doing other stuff. Stuff like that, I think it's going to be great for, where you're going to be doing that action while maybe simultaneously doing others. Now, for me, would it be worth $150? Honestly, I don't think so. If you're really into Call of Duty or something, and you think this would make a big difference, then yeah, go for it. I mean, why not? If you're just a casual player, you're probably not going to spend a third of the price of the Xbox on a controller, but I don't know, whatever floats your boat, really. And that's pretty much all I had to say about it. I didn't use it too long, but, enough to get an idea of it. So if you guys want to let me know what you think, you can go ahead and I'll be reading them and responding. If you found this helpful, let me know, give it a like, and if you want to subscribe, I got new videos coming out. I have a video of me talking about HoloLens. I tried HoloLens. That'll be in the right-hand side or in the description as well, in case you're on a phone. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good one.